Hi everybody, welcome back to Materia's D&D, where we play D&D our way, and we are on session 10, no, yeah,
1010.
10, yeah, 1010, yeah, 110, part 2. The Menagerie have ventured further into the greenified, forestified caverns of the Snoring Mountain, where they have done some more investigation and reading upon the book that had appeared that was previously owned by Oren Ebenquill, scholar, occultist, and advisor, uh, and doing a bunch of nature and history checks and other types of investigations. They've gleaned some insight and some information that, well, is leading them to believe that this greenification of the mountain is not natural and caused by something that's probably likely a powerful entity that can have effects on entire regions. And with that knowledge, they have ventured forward, pushing through exhaustion. First round of checks, no one got exhaustion, and they have headed down a series of shelves about 5 feet, covered in moss and vegetation. There's a full-sized tree growing to on the map would be the north. There is a well that goes about 40 feet or so deep that has calm, clean water with small little fish, tadpoles, lily pads, and the such. Rock leaped into the pool, cannonballing, getting nobody wet because they moved out of the way, and swum further down, about 40 feet down at a sloping carving angle and about 70 feet away from the group, where he is now isolated by himself. As he takes the globules of his dancing lights and kind of spreads them out, he's able to see that he's in a larger pool of water. There is sea, or not sea, water, uh, weeds, grasses, algae, fungi, etc., growing amongst the floor and along the walls, and it seems to be fairly undisturbed. The water is hardly moving here, though clean. There is a section where he can see on the map to the north of him where it looks like the water does run up into land, and there is south of him, there's a portion where there seems to be like a rocky portion kind of raised up, though still submerged, and almost like directly below him, just barely, he can see the faint glint and glitter and glistening of some metals or maybe some coin or something under deep within the pool of water as the light from his dancing light just barely reflects off of it. So, as Rock is there by himself with no Rory's telepathy cast, uh, what is the group doing as you guys are waiting for Rock? Pebble, I would say, is perched close to the edge of the pool, just looking over.
Yeah, the first 30 seconds I'd fill my water skin, but then I'd just kind of be looking around, seeing if.
I'm hoping he wasn't assuming we would follow, right? Is there a dry way?
Why did he? Why did he jump in our drinking water?
I,
Shit.
uh, how's anyone surprised at any of that? He does this all the time.
Just this is Kyle asking, how long have we been going? I know we did like an exhaustion check to like push forward or whatever, but what roughly would
Since
we
the
estimate
check,
the amount of time
since the check, or what?
total since the
Oh,
last time we rested?
at least 12 hours. Because you guys got up fairly early, and as Serge pointed out, and your stomachs pointed out, you guys are getting a little hungry, and it is quite late. So it's probably 12 to 13 hours
Okay.
since you guys woke up. So 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening. So what is that? 20, what is it, 2000?
2021.
How do you say that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
2100,
20,
20,
yeah,
2000, or 2000, I got 20 to 2100, I don't know.
yeah,
The guy who
yeah,
knows, doesn't he?
yeah. The guy that knows his military ain't here.
2100 sounds right, but
2100 is right. I don't know about how you
Mhm.
say 20
I don't know how you say 20. Yeah.
something. 2000 sounds stupid as hell.
It really does.
Episode 100, 110.
But 2000 also sounds stupid as hell.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So Rock does have a natural swim speed, so he does swim fairly fast. You know, it would take him, I guess he was going cautiously, it would take him probably about 30 seconds to emerge amongst the big pool and investigate. So he's probably been gone for at least a minute and a half at this point.
I do have things I can do from my side.
No, I understand. And I'm just seeing what the group is doing, and then we'll cut back to you. I'm basically doing like a minute, a minute, a minute, a
Yeah,
minute.
I guess
So,
just kind of resting, frankly.
okay. All
No,
right.
back when that was at the curse with the hellhound and whatnot. There's that cavern he had to go down. How long was he gone for that one? That was a couple minutes, right? Got a bit longer to go.
The taboo, that thing.
Yeah,
Saltwater?
yeah, yeah. I forget how long Rock can hold his breath, but
A long time. He's been down for like half an hour.
we wait then. Okay.
I don't think he was gone that long before, but yeah, he could get pretty far.
I'm gonna sit on the log.
As you kind of sit on it, you kind of, this is mossed over vegetation. You find like a spot that's a little bit more dry.
There we go.
As you're looking out, are you looking south or north, Al, on the map?
They've got the pond covered. I'll face north actually.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
E. Oh.
Hey, oh, hey.
Whoa. 26.
26. You notice that as you kind of picked it up earlier while you're walking, but now that you take this moment to sit and rest, that fog, that mist that was, maybe thick, when it was like ankle high or so, it definitely seems to be coming and like from this, and like as you're looking beyond, or this portion of the cave, and as you look beyond past the tree, you see that it is, more elevated, and while not as super compact and dense, it is foggy, um, in the path north of you, and it does seem to slowly kind of roll and then just kind of dissipate.
And sorry, could you remind me that it is more of a mist than like a dust or spore kind
Yes,
of thing?
yes. So when you guys were like checking it, and you can, you peer and like, it just looks like it's a wet mist, a wet fog. It doesn't make you cough. It doesn't make you gag. It doesn't seem sporous. It doesn't seem anything like that. It's just water-based mist fog cloud thing.
Nice. I'll without turning around, I'll say that to the group. Like, there's the fog seems a little denser this way. I don't know if that's the way we want to go, or if the fog's even something we're chasing, but I don't know. It's there.
Yeah, and then real quick break of immersion. James,
We
how
have
do
to
you
know.
say 8 o'clock p.m.
2000
until
hours.
2000?
2000? Okay,
2000 hours.
That's dumb as shit.
20
I love it.
2000 hours.
No,
2100.
because it's based off of the 24-hour clock.
No, I get that. Just 2000 sounds dumb as shit.
And instead of saying 20 o'clock, you say 2000.
Yeah. I know, we
Yeah,
were saying like
okay.
2100 we knew, and like I was just like, but is it really 2000?
Yeah, okay,
Yep,
cool.
it's 2000.
2000. Got
Yeah.
it.
How do you say midnight?
1200?
Midday.
Zero.
Is midnight 24 or is it 0?
Oh, midnight.
Midnight is 24. It's 23:59 or 0.
100?
Oh yeah, 000 or 000,
Yeah, I've heard
0,
of
100,
100.
Okay.
or as
Okay,
we
I always
refer
wondered that
to
way.
it's O Dark 30.
Oh, Dark Third. I've heard that. Yeah, when it's
Well,
dark, you say dark,
Literally
right?
the title of a famous movie, Zero Dark 30. Slash book as well, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe it is. And yep, I did lose another dice. I'll have to find it later.
Jones.
Jones!
You see it?
Yeah, but I do agree with that. I first joined and someone says, "Yeah, you need to show up at 2000 hours." I'm like,
White
100 hours.
pyramid.
I don't believe in that time. That's not.
I was thinking it might be like 2000 or something like that, just to make it sound
No.
less stupid.
Kids, it goes 20, 21, 22, 23.
Yeah.
Or, and then some people say 24, most people don't.
I imagine it doesn't come up too often.
No, not really. But then again, I got to ask you, talking about local or Zulu time?
Ooh.
All right, immersion break. I'm gonna
Alright.
walk towards the tree. with
Okay.
Drifty.
Wait, which
Watching
tree?
Sage
The north tree?
intently.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Yeah.
Don't touch the mist.
Burn in the tree.
And I'm gonna levitate it near the tree to see if anything changes with the tree at all.
Another magic mouth sprouts and says,
Welcome. Reaching out to you about your cars.
cut me off,
Yeah,
cut my rings.
I didn't realize I was muted. Sorry. Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you're looking at the tree. Yeah, the tree sprouts a mouth and begins to say, "Welcome to the blooming grove."
Yeah.
12 total.
12. It's a tree. Got thick bark, big roots. Doesn't seem like anything's living in the tree, but the tree is green. The bark looks healthy. How's it growing with no sunlight? It's a tree.
Magic.
Yeah.
I was hoping daylight from the drift globe would
Oh, you did
make
daylight?
the drift globe is casting continuously daylight.
Daylight
No,
only lasts
it
for a certain amount of time.
only lasts for an hour, and it's a charge.
Oh.
It does light spell, which is not considered daylight. Because right now I have Drifty emitting light spell.
Yeah,
Like,
if it were emitting daylight,
I
like
thought it
the
was.
entire
I
map
thought it
would
was
be.
constantly daylight. Oh.
Nope.
It can do daylight, but only for an hour.
Well, I want to do daylight as if it's like the natural light, so I think I need to use daylight.
Okay, cool.
So I'm
you-
going to use the charge.
Nice.
All right.
And say,
Drink up.
everybody
Drink
looking over
up, tree.
here, avert your eyes for just a second.
Boom. Over that.
Thank you.
Ah!
Like
you
somebody
go.
just took a picture.
Yeah.
Flashbang.
The light, you see that little moat within Drifty begin to kind of whine and twinkle and intensify, and like as a little star. It's a real adjustment to the eyes, even though y'all have had just like a general light spell going. But and as you kind of blink and look, it's everything here looks healthy. It looks lush. It looks lively. It looks thick. Now that you're up close to the tree and you see it, like it has brambles and barbs. When you look at the tree that you're sitting on that seemingly had fallen, and you see some of the branches, it would have had like thorns and brambles. When you look at some of the little shrubberies and bushes growing from the wall, there's little stickers and sharp, pointy bits. That's the one detail that you guys were missing previously, but I mean, it looks healthy, it looks alive, roots are, set in and doing their job. And you do obviously notice, Sage, that the mist beyond the tree, it probably goes up about waist high or so, and it's just slowly cascading and rolling forward, and it just dissipates as it gets, in the space that you guys are in. It smells normal, looks normal. It just seems like thick mist, rolling mist.
This is disturbingly beautiful. This shouldn't be here. This is I don't know how to feel about this.
Beautiful, yes. Natural, no.
Mm-mm.
It looks pretty
As you guys
natural.
are,
Like, it seems out of place, but
Well, I mean, no need to make immediate distractions, so I'm Supra and I turn it off instead of
Oh.
waiting a whole hour for it to come out.
all right.
I have my own daylight if I want.
Alright, I'm just setting Drifty back down to zeros then for now.
Is Rock dead? He's been gone for a while.
Probably. Who cares?
I was
45
concerned
minutes.
about that too.
I was going to jump over now. Perfect segue. So as Rock.
Perfect segue. Rockstead.
Rock is dead. Yeah, Rock, I'm sorry. You can start rolling now. Alright. You are in a at this part it's about 40 feet, 30 to 40 feet deep, calm pool of water. That goes as far as your sight allows you, except for up above you. So, like on the map to the north, you do see that it does start to, and it's a very sharp slope. It's almost like within 5 or so feet from what you can tell at the edge, it just drops very sharply.
Okay, I'm gonna swim north to
Okay.
the glittery, glowy things.
The glittery glowy is
Or south.
Oh, I thought you said I saw something north,
no, land
unlike
is
the
north.
beachhead. Yeah.
Glittery glowy is south.
Oh, I want to investigate the glittery, glowy.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then Dancing Light moves over it. Let's see what Davis is seeing. Yeah, you see below, very submerged deep underneath in this pool of barely moving water. You do see a source of the water. It seems like there's a cascade. That's what this little waterfall thing over here represents. Just some tricklings, more than a trickle, but like a flow of water that always falling down into this pool. You see countless coins, gold masks, scepters, rings, jewels.
Here be dragons. I am going to swim away from the gold. Gold suspicious.
Um,
To the beachhead.
Move your token. 5, 10, 15,
Yeah, I
20,
can't.
25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so as you get close to the edge of the water, moving your light source with you, you do see that, and since all my players can see it on the map since they're sharing Rock's vision, the first 5 feet or so is pretty, like, on level with the land as he runs into it, but then it's a sharp drop. It drops 30, 40 feet instantly. So where you see, it's like 30, 40 feet deep right here. Sorry, all here. And then up here, it's like a sharp incline back up to about 5 or 10 feet, and then you're on land again. So it's a very sharp line right here.
No, leave me in the water.
Yep. You're in the water.
In the shallow water. And then I'm going to send a message
Okay.
to
Any of us, I think.
who do I?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to Karos,
Alright.
and it's gonna be, there might be dragons. Come quickly and quietly. Hurry, help. And then
Is that message you said?
yeah, that's
you
it.
used?
Oh, yeah, message. And then you can reply to this message.
Like being attacked by a dragon?
I will not reply to that.
Oh God.
And then I'd like to dismiss Pebble.
Okay, so pocket dimension. All of you, so Davis and Karos and Dragnar, as you guys are like looking at the well, this is right around the time that Sej cast the daylight spell. You just see Pebble after a little bit.
So, not to mention that we hear Karos say, "You're being attacked by a dragon," and then Pebble
No,
goes,
you wouldn't. It would be a whisper. But I would tell you.
okay.
I look to the group and I shake my head and he's gone.
Wait, what?
Two
He's
quick
dead.
things, and then they can do what they want.
Okay.
One, I'm going to make my dancing lights into a frowny face,
Oh,
and they'll be just right below me.
Okay. Whoop.
And I'm gonna float in the water, and I'm gonna use shape water, which I can change water color to make it look like the water all around me is red.
Okay. Give me a second because I want. So we got to get frowny face. That's not that frowny. I need to draw that one more time. Give me a second. We need immersion. Darn it. It's important. Okay. And then you said red.
Yep, and I'm floating face down because I can breathe underwater.
Jesus.
Well, it was a good run.
GG, Rockstead. That's it. I'm just gonna wait and see if they come or not.
It's 5 feet, right? It's 5 feet.
Yeah, just 5 feet of red water, just
Alright.
kind of on one side of me, the
No,
other. Yeah.
I got you. There you go. Boom. Okay.
I mean,
There
that's
we
still
have it.
literally like his body length in every direction worth of blood, but
Mhm.
you know.
There you go. I drew it. You can see a little red circle. Bleh.
No, so I'll tell him what they said, or what he said. Said that he's not responding.
He's in trouble? There's a. That's
Adam, I
said-
dive in the water
yeah, I
and
was
swim towards him.
I'm about to go too. As soon as Dragnar goes, Davis definitely would have followed suit.
Got
Slower
it.
because he's
Okay.
not as fast, but
Yes. So I don't think this is what's nice about this. This is not hard moving water. So essentially, since the stagnant water, you don't have to make athletics checks. You're just swimming, because I don't think any of you have a swim speed side of rock, half your speed. That being said, it's not, as far as you know, probably not that long of a distance. So Dragnar, the total distance is, it's 40 feet down at an angle and about 70 feet to get into the pool. So we'll say, for the sake of not doing math, it's 90 feet of movement. Deal with it. Right?
So two rounds dashing.
Potentially, yes. Yeah. For you, I think, half speed. So basically, if you're dashing, you're going your full speed, and what is that, 50? Then yeah, for you, it's 2 rounds. So Dragnar would go here.
it's 4
Davis would go here. Yeah, so Karos, you see Dragnar and Davis splash in. Al, instead, you guys are kind of discussing about the beauty in here, yet it's not natural. You see both of them splash and dive in.
Carlos will go over and tell them they're going to check on Rock. He messaged about a dragon and then went silent.
Oh, whoa.
Carlos is gonna look at the hole. Like, is that an accurate representation of the size across the hole?
It is.
2 scale.
I will say,
So-
Rock, one important detail I forgot to tell you. When you did crop your head up, there is that fog mist just, coming off of this pool of water.
$20 to $25.
Okay. Oops, my prank's gonna get everybody killed.
20, 25 is, I think, accurate. So, Kyle, Karos. Yeah. Hey, I did it to scale.
Does anybody know how big a dragon is?
Can't hear
You
you
don't
underwater.
suppose there's
Hold on.
one, you don't suppose he's serious. Two, you don't suppose there's a dry way to get there, is there? Or should we wait?
Do I have to dive?
I
I'd love to dive. I don't want to dive. I don't have to, though. Oh, shit.
That's kind of
I
my
don't-
fear too. I don't really want to.
I was like,
Not that I can,
bouncing his knees
but-
a little bit, thinking about it.
I think we should let's wait for a moment, see if either of them come back in the next, say, 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
Just so you're aware, I'm not afraid or anything. I just have important stuff that can't get wet. You know?
Oh no,
I
now I can't
understand.
see the back. That's okay.
Yeah,
And
I'm
if
putting
there
you
really is a
Yeah,
dragon, I don't
fascinating.
know
Well, if there
how
really
well
is a
we'll be able
dragon,
to
then
fight one underwater.
If we
I
get out the other side
surely will
without a
help my
dragon,
friend.
if we get out the other side without a dragon, I can help you dry this stuff. But there's a dragon that's gonna have to wait quite a
Well,
while.
if it's a red dragon, we'll get dry real quick.
Hey. I'll just dust the ashes off my shoulders. I'm like, oh, this is comfortable.
Dragnar, it opens up into a large, I think as far as you can see, let me see, let me go
Yeah,
to
is there
it.
light?
There is the
The brownie face
the
dancing
the
lips.
yeah, the frowny face. So as far as what I can see, you see what you see. So, cascading from the light that is eerily red hinted as you see Rock's body face down, his shell breaching the water, being kind of covered by the mist as he's close to the surface. The various seagrass, water, not sea because it's fresh water, water grasses, uh, lily pads. Below you see where like there's cascading water, though not rapidly, but coming, falling. There's this glittering glint of gems and gold underneath the water, about 40 feet down. There is a section where it starts to rise up, and you see that there's more vegetation and possibly more coin and wealth kind of spilling over.
Okay, so I see red water or red tinted water around Rock.
Yep.
I make a beeline to him and try to get a hold of him and drag him up on the shore and start trying to render aid or see what's wrong with him.
All right, Rock, you feel Dragnar, or you feel someone, because I guess you're face down, grab you and start pulling you up on the shore. Dragnar, as mentioned, I'm going to move your token. Here, very deep, like 30, 40 feet. Here, 5 feet deep. Here, land. Like it's a very sharp incline.
Okay, that's fine.
Pull him up, and now he's on there. And you see that as you're moving him, the red moves with him, kind of unnaturally. Go ahead and give me a medicine check at advantage.
I don't even know if I would notice that because I'm in
Oh,
panic mode because I think he's dead.
that's fine. Then you can just do a straight roll.
And I got a nat 20.
Nice.
You just pull him up. And you
Also,
just,
I don't think the shape water has to move. It can stay there.
oh, okay. Got it. Well, I haven't set it up, so give me a second. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but it would just stay in the water
Yeah,
itself,
Got it. Okay, let me
slowly
adjust that.
dispersing.
Yeah,
Well, I guess it's magical, so it would probably stay as it is.
it stays. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me do it on this thing. I'll just make.
I guess it's
so that
magical,
you're-
and then the book pops out and says, "Find my latest passage."
No, it's.
I know. I'm just kidding. It's tucked
covered.
away.
So you guys should be able to see red around that. Then.
Until I loot his body.
There we go. Yeah. Brilliant.
You could commit the perfect crime. No one would ever know that you did it. Just murder him now.
Yeah. The dragon did it. I swear. All right,
He was
Rock,
like it when I found him.
Rock, you feel yourself getting pulled up. Dragnar pulling, flipping you over, buddy, and he's about to check, and you're just, your eyes are
I'm
open.
smiling at him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
straight
I'm just-
punch him in the face. Whack out!
Go ahead.
Stunning strike.
And just,
Ow.
if you want to roll damage, you can. You don't have to.
I mean, it's
I'll take it.
I
If every
rolled
Dragnar's
a-
punching me in the face,
I
it's gonna
rolled a
hurt.
25 on my to hit. No, sorry, 26.
You wouldn't have
Oh
to.
yeah, that hits.
Roll damage.
Nah, I'm not. I'm doing it more of a you son of a. Not really trying to hurt him.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I'll pull the damage. Maybe one
it.
point of damage.
Sure. Rock, take 1 point.
I accept my 1 point off my temp HP.
concentration check. No, I'm just kidding.
What the hell were you thinking? We thought you died.
Yeah, well, why don't you guys just get over here and I didn't think you'd want to swim back and make lights, and I just thought that this would give you motivation. And also, it's kind of funny. I'm sorry.
I love Rock.
Oh yeah. Then I look at him and I kind of grin. I fall down and like act like we're both dead when Davis comes up.
Okay, I do that.
All right, Davis, you.
I mean, I'm
push
probably
through. You
just
saw-
now cresting through the
Yeah, you see like a flurry of like the bubbles that would be underwater where Dragnar would have kicked. So you see like this
Yeah.
very stirred water. You see red in the water, and you see like just barely peer through the water. You see like 2 bodies on the shore.
Yeah, I'll go up, do the same thing basically. The first one I can reach, I'll try and pull up.
Yeah, they're on. You just kind of pull them up and you get there. All right.
I'll do Dragnar first, just because I know he like just got here, so like.
Okay. Medicine check.
Okay.
Dragnar, for now, because you are deception check, or performance if you want to do one or the other.
Oh yeah, I'm great on both of those. Dude, this die has rolled 5 19s tonight. Good lord. But that's a 17 because I got a -2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Davis,
but my medicine
you
check
go
was
and
3, dude.
you pull him up, and Dragnar is just, and you see like some of the red from I don't know where is kind of on him. And
Yeah,
just,
I'm like
start
gonna
to
just
panic. You're like,
yeah. What? I'll.
It's a soap opera.
I want to go. Get Rock first. He needs it.
Wait, hey, okay, you're okay. And then I will fuck it. I'm actually gonna just try and yell him awake with Moment of Courage with Rock, because if he's unconscious, I could still potentially yell him awake.
yeah.
So I'm like, Rock buddy, we gotta get up. And so I'll spend a merit die.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay down, but I'd like to make a mage hand and just have it just grab Davis's shoulder, just full on, just.
Okay, so it would be a
Maychan has
Does
somatic
David-
components, by the way, just so you know.
yeah. That's right. So sleight of hand,
I'll go
For you,
perception
Rock.
disadvantage for sure.
deception for yes, the disadvantage for
Yeah,
Davis.
'cause I'm super panic mode.
Ooh, not great. 9.
9. Okay.
12 perception.
You notice that like Rock's fingers are kind of twitching and his mouth is moving.
Oh, good. He's better. Or he's gonna. Come on, bud. Come on. And I'll be
And
like,
you feel like a little tug on the back of your shoulder, Davis, and you kind of look.
Wait, what?
There's nothing.
do I see a spectral hand? I don't know.
You would. His is invisible.
Oh, it's
It
invisible?
waves, friend. It just waves. Hi, and then Rock says hi, and starts laughing.
I'll
I'll
stand
just-
up and say, Rock, maybe do it.
I'll just slump down and be like, that was. Okay, it was kind of funny, but. Guys, like.
But
Hey,
ser-
Is anybody else coming?
Seriously?
We can get them too.
ooh, yeah, we could all do it. But also, we should be quiet because there might be a dragon in this cave. There's lots of suspicious.
Wait, so there
treasure.
isn't?
Well, I don't know. There's treasure.
As soon as he
Treasure in a
says that, I'm
cave.
like, what?
Davis, wisdom saving throw.
Sure. I forget.
Oh,
no no veteran scars, right?
No scars, yeah.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh, that's good. 20 wisdom save.
You just feel like this light tingle burn on the left side of your face, but nothing happens.
Yeah, you'll just see Davis be going like, God. Whew. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anybody else coming?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's find
All
out.
right, guys. I think they're
Having a-
dead. I think we get out of here.
It's been over a minute. I don't know how deep it is. What do we do? Do we want to? I can.
We
can
might
turn
need Davis camtrail now.
Yes, and I will say, Davis, Dragnar, and Rock, you are, because you guys are kind of like sitting on the beach. I kind of see it as,
I'm laying down at this point because I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, God damn it.
yeah. The mist is rolling off of this body of water, and kind of just like finding where it can funnel. It seems to funnel north of you guys, and it is, if you were standing, chest high or so. Like
Well,
Dragnar-
chest high for Davis or
Yeah.
chest high for
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Well, for
Dragnar,
now,
you
it's
would
for
be
me.
like-
It's like all over me. I'm literally.
Yeah,
like,
but you know what I'm saying. Like if you were standing, so it's probably about 4 to 4.5 feet up, and it's just rolling continuously.
I look like a submarine with
Yeah,
just
tippy
my
top of
eyes
your
above the, just my eyes above the mist,
Sharknar,
pretty much.
Drake Shark.
All right. So yes. So Al, Karos, and Sedge. Sorry about that. I had to give them that detail. Go ahead.
I need a camera.
Well,
Al,
And or I
do
could
you
just
have,
put myself back over there, but
no, I got
Do
you.
you have message or anything like that? Because I mean, here's the thing.
nice. The
Nothing.
camera
It-
guy. Forgot about the camera guy.
two have gone down there, and if we don't get any
don't have control.
response,
I only have one form of
that-
communication, and it's how to piss people off. I'm gonna pull out the horn.
It's
I
also
don't know if
one-way communication, by the way.
Mhm. It's just gonna annoy them. It's just gonna let them know that I'm thinking about them. You know,
I'm
in a
trying
nice
to
kind
fix
of way.
the vision on it. If there you go.
start blowing that, thinking of Rock, and just
Thinking
keep
about
blowing
that.
for like the next, I don't know, 2-3 minutes.
Let me warm up my lungs, and then I can use that warm up for the diving in a minute. Okay. Just breathe the next. And then he's just gonna take in a full air of lungs and just fucking go for it. He's gonna rip it.
All right, Rock. There is a horn just
He's,
right off the side of your head.
he's going for like 20 seconds if
I
he can.
I full jump into the air and yell, "Holy shit! What the? Ow!
What is
God
it? What is it?
damn it! Ow!
Oh,
Oh, I hate that thing so much." I send a message. I immediately send a message back saying, "Stop! Stop! Ow! 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 You win! You win! Hurry up and get over here. We're fine." Do not reply to this message, jerk.
All right, Al, go ahead and mark off a charge of your horn of silent alarm.
Reply to him. Why? With the horn. I'll just kind of look up, stare off in the distance for a moment. It's they're fine. We can go. There's nothing. Everybody's okay apparently. We can go.
I will send one more
Russell.
message that says there could be a dragon, so be quiet as you come.
A mile under the earth, surrounded by cannibalistic things and jokes.
You said he mentioned the dragon, Karos? He's
Yes.
doubling down on that. So I don't know if that's. He said be quiet. I don't know if it's part of the joke. I don't know if there's a dragon. I don't know what the hell's going on.
All right,
You ready to go?
I guess so.
No, but
I'm
I
gonna,
guess we must.
I'm gonna show Sej. I'm gonna dip a boot in the water, and I'm gonna press it to change my own boot. It dry. Like eh. If there's no dragon
Oh.
immediately, I got you.
Please. I just bought these robes, you know?
Mm-mm.
these Prado
Okay,
robes.
my loot goes first, but then I'll help you every way I can. All right.
All right. So all of you roughly, it'll be about 4 turns as you skaploosh, 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 and but we'll say swimming. You see much of the same that I described, as Drifty is letting off the light spell, so you guys can see. The walls are covered in that algae. There's the weeds and grasses growing as you emerge. I'm gonna move your tokens because it's a solid wall. As you guys emerge onto the other side, you emerge into a pool. What the hell is it doing? That's weird. Into a pool that seems to expand further as there is light coming from now Drifty and this shaped water mass of light. You see glinting gold and gems and stuff below to the south of you. And you see before you your friends on the beach. And a thick layer of fog is rolling.
Did anybody else see all that wealth there at the bottom? It's like a wishing well.
Oh,
No, I was distracted.
oh, no.
Give me a perception check at disadvantage because you're in the water.
Ooh. That first one was really good. Hopefully this one isn't bonk. Oh. Well, it is. Um, Dude, perception. I mean, my bonus in perception is so crazy good. It's actually nutty. 13.
As you're kind of looking at the wealth, you see that it is like you see that a king the portion that is deepest is a collection of wealth, and you see some of the water kind of cascading, and you see that from like the area that's raised above it, some of the coins like kind of cascade and fall down, and so does some of the wealth kind of slide, like almost like fall down into this. So it's like from up here down here. That's about it.
Does I don't know if you want me to check or anything again, but after that, is there any of it in this immediate like drowning before I get to dry area stand out to me?
Say that. What stand out to
Does
you? Sorry.
any of the things on the bottom of like the pool, like all this random coinage and stuff, any of it stand out? Anything more interesting than the rest of the stuff on the bottom?
From where you are currently, it's kind of hard to make. Like, you see large masses of it collected, down here. I will say, like, throughout this entirety of the the body of water, there are like the occasional discarded coin or gem or scepter or something. So all of it like sparkles just a little bit, but only down, south on the map is it where it's amassed, and that's what gets your attention is just the sheer amount of it. But it's kind of hard to make out anything from here, especially because you're like, if you're above the water level, then you're looking through fog and trying to see down and breaking the water. If you're in the water, you don't actually see that well underwater, so it's just a massive glitter and gold wealth. Hard stuff. Nothing really stands out.
I kind of want to go investigate that, but I'm kind of afraid. I'm voicing this out loud. I don't really want to mess with it too much because the greed sounds more like an affliction here than anything.
So are they like treading water right now?
Yeah, I just kind of
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When Al sees dry land,
Like,
he's
we can
gonna...
barely see you anyway because of the fog, I assume.
We're over here, but we're like
Yeah,
treading,
exactly.
talking. We're in the adult
Guys,
swim
where are you
portion.
at?
Over here.
All right. Well, I'll look into it later, maybe if we have time.
I'll get paddle that way.
That's that all now. That's the only way Al knows how to swim.
Hey, it makes me float. That's all I got.
So you guys all gather back up again.
Al is spamming prestidigitation for the next like 2 minutes, whatever the hell else happens.
A T-pose so you can dry all my parts.
Pants.
T-pose
But
for
you're like-
prominence.
You're like extra T-pose because your trunk is probably straight out in front of you. So it's like your arms
Yeah.
straight out to the side, trunk straight out in front.
Reading.
Somebody just loaded me in Unity.
You're like tripod T-pose because your trunk.
What are you guys doing?
Hey, guys, I don't know if anyone saw it, but there's a like tiny little waterfall kind of to the south, and a whole bunch of treasure.
Oh, I was just
And-
looking at that.
Yeah, and I just, treasure in a cave and weird mess, and we're finding molten thing. I just seems suspicious, so I didn't touch any of it, and I hope none of you touched any of it. We probably shouldn't touch it.
No,
Well,
I
I
was
was-
busy trying to find if you were dead or not. Jesus.
Yeah, that's...
Is that blood in the water? Oh, okay.
No, that's I make it go away. Can I make it go
Okay,
away?
okay.
I
I
can
don't
make it
actually
go away.
don't know if you can. You can reshape
Well,
it.
maybe I can.
You can
The
shape
hell
it
is
again,
that?
right?
You just shape it back to normal.
Yeah.
Is what you would do.
No, I can dismiss it as an action. So.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Oh, that was me. I was just having a little bit of fun with whoever showed up.
Ha ha.
Dragnar punched me in the face.
I almost. I'm tired.
I got a shit-eating grin
No.
after hearing that.
No guarantees that I don't touch it. If there's something particularly interesting, I might... I'm very interested. I just...
Thought
I
of
kind of
In
just
the cave of,
inquisitive, want to know the nature of things, really.
but in the cave of greed, we should probably not be greedy.
Not to be greedy, but you're right. Oh, Jesus.
Tentacles, Sedge. Tentacles. Don't do it.
That was a bit Karos for like half a second.
That reminded me of one thing. Dragnar and Davis, as you guys kind of swam with
Adam,
purpose.
I can't hear you very
Very quiet.
well.
What'd you
Oh,
do?
did I? Nothing.
Much
I
You
just-
better.
moved your mic, probably.
I guess I moved it. Okay. I
Little
guess
flap.
sometimes I
It's
move
better
it when
now.
I kind of. Okay. Davis and Dragnar, as you guys swam here with purpose to check on Rook, Constitution saving throws against exhaustion.
Yep. That
Hey.
tracks. Wait, this is technically Veteran Scars applies, right?
Yes. Yes.
I rolled 2 10s, so I'm fine.
You're fine. Dragnar's fine. Okay. No onset exhaustion, just a little huffed. Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, as you guys are like sitting here and you're kind of on this, we'll just call it a beach. There's grasses. There's little shrubs. You see a tree off to the distance. It's very alive here amongst this rather dense fog that sits about 4 feet or so above the ground.
We really need to ascertain where we need to go for this. Davis. I know you're like trying your hardest, but
Yeah, he's just again, like, so I posted in the chat, but like most of the time he's probably gonna be like holding the left side of his head somewhat. But I'll be like, hi guys, I don't know. I don't
what
know.
made us? What led us to think that it was down here in the tunnels to begin with? What was our
So my
lead?
dreams always had me going like down deep into the earth, and I just figured like, I don't know, heart of the mountain, probably down in the middle, right? I mean, and the thing that made this like sunk down into the ground. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm stupid. Whatever.
well, is there any way to get quite a lot of incense here now? Or I have another way. Maybe we can, if we can give 1 minute, we can maybe ascertain some more details from beyond. I don't know. Just anything, really, I guess.
Out of character.
Thank you, Al,
You
for
know
looking.
you know what we have. You know we have the blood money pot. You've seen it used.
I know, but I don't know in character.
Okay, fair enough.
I've seen it used, but I don't know how the fuck it works. And it, seems like spooky magic shit. And I'm not.
Are you asking for incense?
I am asking for a lot of incense. About 200.
I mean, I have.
gold coins worth of incense.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll just hand you the pot and be like, I have incense, but not that much. Here's, you can use this though.
I mean, how much can I use? How does it work? I actually don't remember exactly how it works. Is it like the amount is like a charge?
No, so yeah, it right now it is valued at 1,375 gold. So you would subtract 250 gold from that, and that is what you take out. Yeah, you consume it.
God.
It's you're
It started at
consuming
like
that.
1,500, I think, and we've used 125 or something.
It is meant to be consumed. Like it is a substitute for when you need to consume 250 gold worth of incense. And you don't have 250 gold worth of incense. This subs in.
And it consumes it. Oh, we love spending money. All right, let's go.
All right, Rock, go ahead and subtract 250 from the pot.
Although out of character, I assume so is this for legend lore?
Yes.
Yeah, Hearthguard's not out right now because I would have dropped it to swim. So you may want to ask me to get it out.
Well, I haven't really gone into that because
Gotcha.
for what I need this incense for, it's it's a preparation kind of practice, but I've reminded me last night when we were thinking about ways to, I don't know, guide us or ascertain the
Yeah.
history. Like I said, like I can delve from celestial knowledge that isn't just my own about things that I don't know about and gain some kind of knowledge about it, and maybe that'll give us some,
Yeah, that's
I don't
awesome.
know, insight. One, it's gonna require a few minutes, and two, it's 250 gold worth of this incense. It's going to require 10 minutes at least. And I'll probably need to see your hearth card again.
Oh, sure. Whoosh.
But I will say, because it is materia, you can cast it as a ritual, which takes the 10-minute cast time up to 20 minutes. And you don't use a 5th level spell slot. It's your choice.
Well, I didn't know that. Thank you for reminding me because I would love to keep my 5th level spell slot. Wow. In this
Yeah,
economy?
material.
In this
Materia
economy?
chain. Because why not?
With
Make it a
spell slot
ritual.
prices being what they are these days.
I know. You know how many awesome 5th level spells I have?
Yeah, you're a cleric. Alright, so for those of you that don't know legend lore, I'm just going to read it straight from the materia document. It's going to take him
I'll
20
post it in
minutes.
chat for who reads better anyway, too.
There you go. Name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you've named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you name isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise the details the information you receive is. That feels like there's a missing word there. The information you learn is accurate, but might be couched in figurative language. And I'm not going to go for example. So incense worth 150 gold, or in this case, blood money pot worth 150 gold, with which the spell consumes, and 4 ivory strips, which you guys have, of at least 50 gold.
Wait, 150 or 250? Because you guys are saying 250.
It is
250.
250.
If I said 150, I
250, okay.
apologize. 250. Alright, so you guys have 20 minutes, and Sej is going to be chanting and making noise. So,
I'm gonna
you guys
just be
doing?
sitting there in front of him as like just holding it, like at
Yeah,
his beck
I'm
and
gonna need
call,
that
whatever
like
he
at
needs.
my lap, so you can't
Yeah.
really go anywhere, thankfully. And it smells in here now.
It smells of iron, actually. It doesn't smell of incense. It smells of blood
From the water.
from the pot.
No,
As he's taking this coagulated, glittering, like, you know how you get like blood cakes? It's like blood cake in there, but it's got like,
no. What are those?
you've never seen the blood cake?
No.
Oh, culinary, sorry. Yeah, it's like coagulated blood in a cake, so it's very deep red crimson color. But it has glitter through it, like it seems to sparkle and glow. And he takes what he understands to be 250 gold worth of it, and that is, he, I guess, rubs it on his ivories, places them around Davis, like one on each cardinal direction, and begins his ritual.
I'm definitely going to explore while this is happening.
Oh,
Go
shit.
for it.
I mean, yay.
As Anita just said, disgusting as I explained the blood. Yeah.
Have you ever seen blood pudding? That shit gross.
That shit
I
delicious.
refer everyone to our
Oh,
pudding
God.
discussion last week and the same flowchart for determining what's in pudding.
Al have always wanted to be in a cult.
Right, so you guys have 20 minutes, so let me know what you guys are doing. Rock is going to explore. I need to know, like, you know, you guys can work off of each other, or we can very quickly explore. I just need to know. And I want to hear what everyone is doing. So Davis is obviously preoccupied,
I'm
as he needs to.
staring at Sage and like holding it out. So I'm sitting cross-legged in front of him with Heartguard like in my lap, just like, and me
Yep.
just kind of holding it out for the whole 20 minutes.
Yep. Al, Dragnar, Karos. We know Rock is exploring. What are you guys doing?
I'll
Go ahead.
I'll walk around offering everybody, hey, mind if you want to get dry? I can dry you off real quick. Easy peasy. That water's really cold. We got to maintain body heat or something. I don't know how long we're gonna be down here.
It does give you a lot of time to get everybody dried off. It's
Mhm.
fair.
And then anytime I have left over, I would keep a lookout, but I would just
Okay.
be doing little hand signs, kind of quietly mumbling to himself.
Got it. I will let you know when perception check is needed. All right, go ahead, Karos.
Karos would take up that offer, but then either before or after, depending on when it happens, would be searching around the pool entrance and stuff. Not venturing too far off from where we were, but the looking for signs of dragon, right? Like claw marks, scales,
Sure. Can you
bones,
move
whatever,
yourself
anything.
roughly, like where you're walking, just so I can kind of get an idea?
Okay. Where did my... There it is.
Or you can just draw, if you want to draw like lines or something, just so I kind of give an idea.
Yeah, well, I'll kind of do it would probably be, the entrance to the water.
Mm-hmm.
He'd want to stay within eye shot of
The group.
where everybody is. So like
So,
follow the edge of that short drop off, and then maybe even like put the goggles on and put just his head under the water to look at the edges of the sharp drop off. Like
understood.
something big is going to, maybe scrape against the
Mm-hmm.
sides of things and stuff like that. Like
Understood.
any evidence of something large.
Got it. Go ahead and give me an investigation check or a survival check, your choice.
They're the same, so I'll just pick.
19. It is, again, to stress, it is odd being in such a cavern yet having, grasses and plants and all that. There are some indications of maybe some scratch marks, burrow marks, but they are very old, and it's really we have to like peel away at some of the algae and mosses to actually see it. It does feel more than anything that this pool of water, it had to have been dug down. That'd be just because of how steep of a drop it is, right? So this was definitely dug out, and something either needed a very large amount of time or had to be very big to dig something like this out. Not really in the sign of scales. You're looking for them. You see fish and tadpoles. Maybe if there were scales, they had eaten them over time, or maybe they're just buried under the sediment and soot and mixed in within the algae and stuff. So hard to tell. But
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, definitely nothing you would ever expect to see inside of a mountain. All right, Dragnar, anything for you, sir, for the next 20-ish or so?
Yes, I'm going to use the foliage and the mist to my advantage and stealthily scout out that away.
Okay, give me a stealth check. How do you manage to always get off the square? It's so interesting. Whenever you move your character, you're like always off the grid.
25.
25. All right, moving at half speed, scouting. We'll move you up here. Uh, what do you actually see on your character? Let's see. You should see pretty much everything, I think. Let's just make sure. Shift L? I guess it doesn't actually change. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like the cavern continues. You see various blooming flowers, some weird, almost coral-like growths. Floor is covered in grasses and algae and mosses. There isn't one of those large trees. You see, the loose coin, like obviously not on this map, but you see, coins and gems and other valuables that's kind of strewn about, kind of peppering the area. But it seems like a pretty open space.
Okay,
most
I
part.
will go until I am, say, 100 feet away from the party, unless my visibility becomes limited.
Okay, so the visibility is always slightly limited because of the fog, right? So you can go, yeah, you basically go all the way over here. So I'll move you so you can see this is where you roughly get to.
Now, I know you said this is not to scale, but can I kind of see that this wraps around to the other place, or is that
No, this
just
portion is to scale. This portion is. Yes, yes,
okay?
yes. This portion is.
So
It's just the holding center, and then the portion south of the well was not to scale.
okay, so since I kind of realized that, I'll move that way.
Okay, and your light source is very limited, so you probably won't see much, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let me shift L. Yeah, it just kind of fades into darkness. You can't really see beyond it because even though I know on your map you see the tree, but it's just the grayscale. You wouldn't see that. Yeah, your vision kind of stops roughly around here.
Okay, then I'll move back and just kind of take up a monitoring position to make sure no one comes that way.
I will say, you do realize like most of these caverns are 30 or so feet across and roughly the same height, so fairly wide. Cool. All right, Rock, you're exploring. Where are you going, buddy?
I like the water, so I'll jump back in the water and follow the shoreline.
Okay. As you follow the shoreline, Karos, you'd be investigating on top. You would see Rock is swimming.
I don't
Uh,
see much light around him now. Oh, there you go.
I have to.
Bring his. Yeah.
Yeah. Rock, as you are swimming, you do see that there seems to be another portion kind of hidden behind an outcropping of stone, and there seems to be another beach. And then below you, there would be that continued shelf extends, grazing from the water, and there seems to be another slew of treasure south of you, and all that. So maybe like that. Okay. Now you'll be able to see it, actually.
Okay, I don't want to go in near any treasure.
Understood. Just letting you know.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Eventually the cavern does stop, and you get the sense now that you've swum across it. Let me get you a distance. The cavern is about 160, 150 feet across.
And there's no way out of this cavern that doesn't involve treasure, like underwater or anything I can climb out. It's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much
you
just cave.
can, yeah, so when you get beyond this outcropping, there's another little beach. Same kind of 5 foot area where it's like 5 or 10 feet and it drops off very quickly. And you step on, and there's a series of raised shelves, but you can't see much beyond it as the fog is also rolling off, the water and traveling up this way. But I don't
Are
know if
they
you'd be
climb?
able to. Hmm?
Are they climbable?
They look climbable.
Okay. Um, I will just wait here and send a message to the area that I think Dragnar is,
Okay.
because I saw him walk off, and just say, "Hey, there's a climbable shelf here that I don't know where it goes, but I'm waiting."
Or did you see me walk off?
I don't know. Were you invisible?
No, well,
Also, I like how you said there's a shelf here, and he has no fucking clue where you are.
Follow the sound of my voice.
yeah.
That's directly inside your
In his
head.
head.
Start walking in circles.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, go ahead.
Yeah. No, that's the message I sent. Because yeah,
Yep.
but
That's very rock.
Okay. I will say, one. Sorry, I had to look at my notes. Karos, one detail that I needed to bring out is the tree that when you were investigating the shoreline and you were kind of, observing it, um, where it has grown, like you see that its roots and even amongst its bark there just seems to be like there are coin and gems and other things just kind of like almost like embedded, almost like as if it had grown through a pile of treasure or something, and it just kind of grown through it and became part of it. So at its base, even though you don't see it here, at its base there is just essentially like one of these little piles down here in the water, all amongst this tree.
Very odd.
Sorry, I had to look at my notes. Okay. With that, Rock. You are staying on that side. The mist is fog. The mist is fog. The mist is thick. Traveling up the water, but seemingly quiet. Go ahead and give me a perception check. And then,
Here.
and I would say because it's so roll it twice. Give me the highest. So it's technically for vision, it's at disadvantage, but for your other senses, it would be normal. So roll it twice. Let me know what the high and the low is.
Well, I had rolled 2 because I thought I had advantage because it's perception.
Oh, that'd be straight roll for you. Sorry. Yeah, it just straight.
Yeah, so I will unroll those dice and
Yeah.
I will roll again.
Yeah, I forgot about your shield. Sorry.
No, that's fine. 20 total.
All right.
Nice.
Here be dragons.
So you're after a little, some time has passed, and you're kind of being quiet among stuff. Beyond in the darkness, up as beyond the shelf that you can see, you just hear maybe the sound of some movement. You can't see anything. You can't even make out the sound, but it just sounds like there might be some activity, but you're not sure if it's just the sounds of the echo, like the sounds of the cave being a cave, the sounds of your footsteps echoing and bouncing off, or if it's like all the other ambient sounds that you guys have now added is kind of ricocheting around. It's really hard. It's hard to make out, but you hear something.
I will send another message off in Dragnar's direction. And say, there might be things here, hearing noises, maybe kind of spooky. Gonna hide underwater.
Can I
Come
send a
quick.
message back?
You can respond to this message.
Yeah, you can respond.
I'm not falling for that again.
I will send another message like, not kidding. Hearing noises, very foggy, kind of spooky. Unsure what to do.
Yeah, I'll be right there, Rock.
Roll for sarcasm.
I mean, I think I would believe that, so I'm just gonna hide underwater and wait for Dragnar.
Are you extinguishing your lights or keeping them on?
I will have them underwater with me, kind of
Yep.
under my cloak, and just emitting just a slight glow.
Alright, let me adjust the light to 10 and 10 then. Oh, sorry, it's 5 and 5 and it's light.
I'm fully submerged.
Got it. Save. Okay. You're at the 40 feet roughly at the bottom. Got it. Alright, Karis. Anything, Al, anything, Dragnar, anything while this is like before the ritual finishes.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere because I think he's bullshitting again.
Understood.
Why would you
Yeah,
think that?
I'd probably just continue to like look for signs, like just to see, like elaborate on the tree. Like, is everything like that? Like, if you dig, like, is there the moss and stuff? Is it just that and then stone, or is it like there's dirt there now and like
Yeah,
stuff?
so as you're kind of investigating, pulling away, there is a peppering of valuables everywhere. And there does seem to be dirt, and there does seem to be moss growing from maybe the valuables. I don't know. It's hard to tell, right? It seems like wherever there is some precious stuff, there is some green stuff.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Okay. I guess Al or Dragnar, do you have anything? I know Dragnar, you're just keeping watch. It sounds like Al, you've been just prejudiced. Wow, I can't say it.
When in doubt, predator.
Yeah,
Prejudication?
yeah, prejudicitating everyone. It's hard to say actually. Prejudicitating everyone.
Prestidigitizing.
Yeah.
Precious. Yeah.
It's like
Prestidigitation.
so it's funny. Prestidigitation is easy to say. Prestidigitizing is not for some reason.
Please
Prestidigitating.
never give
Predator.
me that spell. I never want to say it.
Prestidigitations?
Prejudice dissertation.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's almost what I said. I almost said prejudicing. So
Now we know what Al really is about. Mm-hmm.
Pregnant with flirtations?
What? Took a turn real fast.
yes, it did.
Sorry. Yeah. Once everybody's, I guess I'm still doing that.
Mm.
That's plenty of time. Okay.
You have plenty of time to finish, like to get everybody dry.
I do want to say that I probably dried off Rock, and then he jumped in the water afterwards, and I just kind of stared at him for like 30 seconds, like, fucking. Okay.
Pretty perfect. That is actually pretty perfect. All right. Well, just kind of say that you're just that's I love that. That's hilarious. All right. Sej and Davis.
Yes.
The spell, the ritual, comes to a culmination. I don't know how you wish to make it look or visually happen, Sej. That's why I always give my players a chance to describe. But yeah, Davis has been presenting Hearthguard before you.
After a while, in that same pose, I probably was like impatiently kind of rocking back and forth a little bit, just kind of like an
20 minutes
8-year-old.
later.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
Well, how about this then? I don't know if it's within the realm of possibility, but I do have a cool idea. I think my eyes will open suddenly, but it's replaced with you know how the sclera just completely covers your eyes in black? Mine is like a bunch of headlights. My eyes open and it's bright.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Got it.
And I start talking, but it's not my voice. And it's kind of just read out like a book. And whatever information is gleaned is just said through my voice, but it's not from me. Like it's
Dope.
it would be
So-
Adams kind of describing the story, I guess.
Yeah. Is it a booming voice? Is it a feminine voice? Is it a
It's whatever
like
you
multi
glean
voices all at
necessary.
once.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like you can
Polyharmonic.
hear my voice somewhere muted behind it, but it's like
Another voice. Got it.
yeah, it's like a reverberating voice, not a loud voice, but
Yeah.
like reverberating voice.
Okay. And what item did you focus on? You need to declare it, just so I know.
The Hearthguard.
Hearthguard. Okay. All right. So yeah, as light as Davis, you're kind of rocking back and forth, and then you see that and Sej, were you kind of like down on your knees, almost like in a meditative stance, while you were
Yeah.
doing the ritual? Okay.
Yeah, and I have my can I touch the Hearthguard? I can't even remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hold it because otherwise it goes away.
Yeah, right. So I put one hand on it all the while.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
willing to let you just do whatever you want with it as long as I'm still holding it.
Yeah. So, Davis, you will feel like there's a moment where Sej, you get the shift in posture, and he grasps the Hearthguard tight. Doesn't pull it away from you, but if you were to try to remove Hearthguard, he is holding on to it.
Yeah.
And then his eyes open, and the lights, as he said, instead of black, it's white, and the warm sun rays are kind of pouring out of his eyes. Going even further, as he starts to speak, light is coming out of his mouth as well. And it would be, you hear the like a whisper of Sedge's voice behind a more dominant, deeper but female voice, and it indicates the lore. It would say,
Actually, I will say, as soon as I see his eyes open up, first of all, I would be like startled and actually kind of fall back and maybe even accidentally let go of Hearthcore, but then I would just re-grasp it to make sure. But I'd be like, guys,
yeah,
guys, guys.
So it's happening. It's happening. Yeah. So as you let go, and you like Sedge is holding it in place, and it's not moving.
Yeah.
His arm doesn't drop from the weight or anything.
Yeah.
Locked in place. And it said, this weapon, known as Hearthguard, was created long ago. It is one of many, yet only one to survive. Its purpose is to protect the Molten Forges. And I forgot how to say this word. Give me 1 second.
Prestidigitation.
No, I had it open and I closed it. The star that came crashing into the world, that gave birth to this mountain that you find yourself in. I forgot how to pronounce this word, and I'm trying to pull it up real quick. Let me find it. The Scintillant is what it's called. Hearthguard was forged to protect the Scintillant. And then what else does he need to know? Last to survive, one of many, protect the Scintillant.
So the Scintillant is the Molten Forges.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The star that fell. As this voice is starting to dictate, Al, Karos, even Dragnar, if you're starting to peer over, you would see, like, Sedge in this posture, holding Hearthguard, Davis reapplying his hands, the light being best. Davis, as you're focusing on what's being said, you get the sense that these words are true. But then that excruciating pain takes over your left side of the face, and you grasp down, and you're clutching the side of your head. And as it kind of passes, and you see before you, you see beyond where Sedge is standing, there is no more cave. You are in stoneworked. You're underground in a stoneworked chamber, large, massive. You see a dwarven carved statue of a male dwarf holding two steins, essentially tipped over, and where you would imagine ale or something being poured, it's flowing lava, kind of coming down and cascading down and meeting into a pool of lava. Beyond it, you hear in your head the sound of hammer and chisel and tool working on blacksmithing, crafting. You see billows of smoke. You see radiant light kind of emanating from this pool of lava in the far distance. Your friend, you don't see anyone there. You see Sedge, and kind of like behind him is that vision. There is a figure, large figure, that you see kind of leap from one structure to another, get down, crouch, and then leap again. 30, 40 feet in height, probably, quadrupedal, emerging from this billow of smoke, a snout, a little black nose met with orange fur, white whiskers kind of pointing out. As you see before you a large fox kind of step forward, and then it will say, in a similar voice to what you've heard before, take this, slay my foe, cleanse my mountain, protect the heart of the mountain. Find me when you finish. But as it starts saying this, you start to see its fur begin to like almost like its skin underneath would crack, and then it peels away to expose uh, scales, and you see its form becoming less and less of what you would consider a fox, and becoming more and more angular and aggressive, and that shape of the uh, the serpentine entity that you are seeing always in dreams. And then it begins to get that more aggressive tone as all you can see is this, entity in the background kind of stalking and looming as it starts to shift from fox into this pseudo dragon like entity, and its head kind of disappearing into the mist and fog, and then just lunging forward towards you and like yelling at you, um, protect the forge, kill the bastard that stole the eye. And you see that its eye is seared shut, the left eye, and then you kind of grasp your face, screaming in pain as you come through. And Sej is just continuing, as you snap back and all your friends are listening, Sej is continuing. Hearthguard created, you know, um, 762 years ago, forged by the monastic traditions, iron forged, iron smelted, blessed by the light of the Sissilant, etc., etc. And then that whole discussion as Sej's body is possessed by another entity, giving you a description, is broken by Davis kind of just coming out of just sheer pain and yelling, and you rip Hearthguard out of his hand. Sej, you kind of come out of the trance, and yeah, Davis, you have something to kill. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, no, we heard. Yeah, just waiting, making sure you're done.
yep, yep.
was it something I said?
uh, um, no, I don't. No, that wasn't you. No, it was something said though. You.
I can put some of the pieces together of what I just said, but I'm not sure I've ever experienced something like that in my life.
Yeah, you see me. I'm like looking around, very confused because I'm assuming I see the water and everything the
Yeah,
way.
you
Yeah.
just like it fades back,
Yeah.
and then as you're kind of looking, and you hear like I've never experienced anything like that, and then Davis, you have a quick, like a brief flash of, you see that perspective again where the purple and green cloud concealing some sort of form is reaching out and lunging towards you, scratching, and you're just kind of in, the vision protecting yourself, and then you kind of snap back and you hear Sej talking again. So go ahead, Sej.
So yeah, you were telling me all about it, and then suddenly, like just beyond you, I saw what I kept seeing in my dreams. Like it's almost like it's here, but it's not here. I guess it's where we're supposed to go. They said, but so it wasn't at first. It wasn't that serpent thing. It was, uh, had like fur and whiskers, almost like a fox, which kind of makes sense. The foxwoods, right? I don't know. Maybe that's not relevant. But then it kind of turned into it. But it's like it's been attacked, and something's, I guess, taken residence here, and they want me to cleanse the mountain and then
Hang on,
find
Davis.
them.
You have a quick, another one of those flashes as you're kind of looking around, and you see from your perspective, like getting, slashed across the chest, stumbling back, and then you lunging forward, but you see that you have this large vulpine snout.
Okay.
You're a fox lunging forward, and you're grabbing this green leathery wing. It's covered in scales, and you're ripping it, and you rip out a giant chunk of wing from within this purple and green cloud, and this roar of agony and pain spills out. And in your maw is a significant chunk of like the leather that makes up the wing, and then you get back to yourself.
So yeah, it's like those two things were fighting. Man.
I'm glad you got all those visions because I only got the facts, I guess. And they're still kind of buzzing around in my head like it doesn't mean anything to me.
One other fact that I didn't mention because I was going back and forth, says the one other fact that you got, Hearthguard is the key to open, to sound the gongs to open the forges. Forgot about that.
So, the Hearthguard is a key that you've come upon, luckily maybe, or a curse. You've been chosen either way.
I mean, I guess. Oh boy.
Where is the door for the key though? God, that was such a weird experience. My head feels so fuzzy.
I'll just honestly, I'm just gonna walk over to like some rock and then just clang it on the rock, see what happens.
Ding ding. Yeah, you hear the metal on stone, a little bit muffled by some of the mosses.
And then I just look
As
around,
you,
waiting like expectantly.
yeah. Davis, what you saw was worked stone. It wasn't a cavern. It wasn't that like it
Yeah,
would.
makes sense.
Yeah. And as you do the final ding, the last thing that you see is you see the cloud uh of purple and green lunge away from you into swooping down, falling into the pit where the lava pool is, and there's this a large, massive, glowing, radiant shard of crystal just inside the lava, and there's uh, a little bit of like a stoneworked altar that leads its way to it, and on it is two that you can barely make out, but you can see crystal clear. I know it's weird to say, but like it's from a distance, but you can see it crystal clear. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Of a shallow cut gem that is being swapped up by the cloud as it then finds purchase on the large scintillant stone and then leaps, seemingly struggling to fly through this opening in the side of the stonework, and then it's gone. And then you snap to the pane of where you get your perspective as these Volpine, this fox entity, as your eye searingly shut, like it's closed shut from that incident.
Okay. So yeah, I'll describe that. But like it's the thing that fox guy was fighting. It's like took this gem from some altar thing and fled through some tunnel. And I'll actually be like kind of pointing like where I thought the vision kind of showed me. Like I know it may or may not be relevant
Yeah,
since I know this is not here, but just kind of
yeah. Like
automatic.
to you can still kind of
Yeah.
imagine what you saw, but
And my
there, as
eyes
you guys look
closed,
out,
so I'm just like over there.
yeah, as you guys look out, he's just pointing amongst the water and everything. So there's no actual reference points.
So, but yeah, this is. I mean, this is all deep in the lava, and it's like these hewn stone walls, and.
Well, I mean, there's additional context, so sounds good to me.
Yeah, no, it helped.
Kind of don't know exactly which cardinal direction we should head, but I don't think we should be that greedy with such important details, I guess.
Yeah.
Paros, give me a perception check.
I have a need to perceive.
No, you don't.
But it was a little distracting with all the voices and screaming.
So, Paros, what happens is like you're listening and kind of putting in Dragnar. You kind of hear the voice that Rock. You're just kind of underwater for a moment there, Carlos. You hear the sounds of coins, like falling off of a table, hitting ground, the little jingle that they make. And as you kind of peer back over your shoulder, um, where there was like the mass of coin and treasure, it starts to like open up and warp and form as something large and something sort of similar emerges, and some pseudopods just as a larger version of a mimic comes coming out of the treasure, and it just starts to, at advantage, as you weren't aware, attack you.
Oh, those bastards.
Nice perception check, idiot.
Not his fault. You were distracting.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thanks
You're
a lot.
about to get bit.
You weren't always shouting like a.
One bite and two pseudopods. Okay.
Just rambling about random shit.
Yeah, Davis woke it up. God.
Maybe I
There was a
Alright.
fox, and then it turned into a snake, and then it ate the crystal. It's like, what?
25 and 22 to hit.
Those both hit.
Okay. I need you. A creature is here, grappled till the grapple ends into the train. Okay, so you're just automatically grappled. Okay. So yeah, it's like two whipping pseudopods just start to like you see like the massive coins begin to actually like merge together and form into a more like pseudopod appendage. It just rips and grabs around you and just starts to. It doesn't pull you in, but it's holding you tight. And another one kind of comes and smacks you. I don't think it does a pull. Here's a target. Yeah, it doesn't pull. So you take with the 2 hits. Let me roll. You take 24 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are restrained. Like you are just like it. You cannot. And we are going to take a break.